Whose turn is it to kick Dad in the nuts? I can't keep track. My calendar's out of date. Is it my turn? Is it your turn? Yours? Okay.
Welcome to Then You Ruined It, a podcast where two dorks try not to make a simple conversation weird and fail every time.
I feel there are very few things in American culture that divides us on the level of like Peeps and black licorice like massages. Some people love a good, deep, hard massage. Very relaxing, very enjoyable. Other people are like, ew, don't touch me, I don't know you. Or, ew, don't touch me, I do know you, and I'm gross. Where do you fall on the massage gamut?
I have never had a professional massage. I've, of course, gotten like a back rub from a person I might have been in a relationship with at the time. Now, of course, my wife. But I think, having never been to a strip club where it's like... if I went to a strip club, I would never go with, like, if my wife said, no, you absolutely cannot go, and then I wouldn't go, like, haha, I showed you. It'd be like, okay, then I'm not going. But if she was like, yeah, totally, it's cool, you can go to a strip club, like, once and, check out, see what it's like, I'd be like, okay, cool. That'd be, like, an excuse to see naked ladies, and my wife's okay with it. So I think a massage falls in the same lines of, like, if I find that it's super erotic, that's cool, because I'm getting a massage, and it's not like I'm going to do anything, but I still, like, maybe got a massage and got a chubby out of it. There's nothing wrong with that. And the massage people have to get that all the time. So, I mean, it's like farting during yoga. You're going to get lots of boners during massages. So, yeah, I mean, it's a win-win. I get an erotic massage. They don't know it's an erotic massage. That's just for me. And I get nice and relaxed. What's bad about that? Unless you're on the other end and you're just like, oh, creepy, don't touch me. I mean, if that's your thing, then, yeah, don't get a massage. But go ahead, touch me.
You heard it here first, Internet. Jason wants you to touch him.
Man, if I had like a following, that would be so cool and weird. I'd be like going out somewhere with my kids and people are just like walking up and like touching my face. They're like, oh, yep, I asked for this. This is on me. Kids, look away. It's going to get weird and I have to be okay with it.
Your kids go up a block. I got to lay down on the ground and kind of elevate in the center until they can spin me around like a top.
I'm not saying, no, again, this is not necessarily going to be erotic. It's just, touches. It's okay.
Okay, but if your wife is like, oh, I'm trying to think of like why your wife would give you a back rub, because I'm pretty sure you've never lifted anything heavy around the house.
There have been like very rare occasions, like an annual occasion, where I might like lift a heavy box. Like when we were moving, I definitely lifted a box here and there, and typically, she worked her fingers to the bone until like 1 o'clock in the morning at our old house. So she would be the one deserving of a massage, but she never got it because I was asleep when she got home. So I might just rub my back against a wall for a while and be like, yep, that's good enough for me. That's what I deserve. I've been a bad boy. Ouch.
Turn around, face the wall like, hey, ready for me to flip over?
Grinding my crotch on the door jamb. I'm just like, yep. I'm enjoying this. The tears are good. The tears are good.
This is gonna make all those pulled muscles and ibuprofen I'm gonna have to take worth it.
Yeah. No, I think massage, like if it's a deep massage, I think the bigger issue for me is that I'm just a wuss. And so I'd be like, if they like really tried to get in there, like I've been to a chiropractor once, and that made me never want to go to a chiropractor again. A, because I felt like it didn't do anything. Like on the car ride home, by the time I got back, I was like, I feel no different. Like there's no change in my posture or body or anything. And B, there were parts of it that hurt like hell. And again, I understand that you have to really get in there and rub those muscles and do all that to really get the work done, but in this case was like, no, I don't think I would want that, and massage would not be, ooh, creepy, don't touch me. It'd be like, oh, stop, that hurts, and then be like, I'm just, like, that is like the bare minimum I can do. Are you sure you're going to be okay with this?
Fair enough. I'll be honest, I'm not surprised by any of that. I didn't want to assume that, someone really tweaking on your neck would give you damage, but, sometimes a spade's a spade, Mr. Spade. Anyway, so the other day, I earned myself a massage because I went and helped somebody move. I've mentioned on this podcast before, I'm the kind of guy you want to have help you move because I'm really good at picking up heavy things and putting them about 30 yards away. That's my jam. I live for this.
I'm just picturing a weird guy that just picks up your stuff and goes put it in a field somewhere. Yeah, that's not where I wanted that. Oh, I didn't ask you.
This isn't about you.
Yeah. Your TV's out there now. Goodbye.
This is my thing now. So I was helping some friends move, and I took my son. Mankind has made great technological bounds in the last 30 years when it comes to furniture. Our furniture is much more stable. It's also much lighter, and it usually comes apart. None of that means jack when you're helping recent graduates, because they still have 30-year-old crap that they found on the street. This is the situation that I found myself in. We were moving, I don't even know what it was, which made this all the worse. It was like you remember those big TVs from like our childhood that were 72 inches, but they were the size of a piano?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My dad had one. It was
okay.
The shit when he had it, and now it's just shit.
Absolutely. So imagine like an entertainment center big enough for one of those, but just like the bottom part, like an end table that just won't quit, but just a really solid unit.
This Bob Vila episode is getting horny, and I'm not okay with it.
So we were moving this thing, and it was heavy. It was just solid frickin' wood. I swear it was like someone took an oak tree that was struck by lightning and carefully crafted it into this massive piece of furniture. And as we're lifting it, something here in my shoulder, it didn't pop. It didn't snap. Imagine you had a rubber band, and it was on one side of a table, and you kind of pulled it taut and pushed it so it flipped over on the other side. That happened inside my body while I was holding this thing. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. This is new. I've never had this happen on a move. And as we shifted the thing around the corner, like I had all my weight on my left arm. That was the one that popped out. So I like started punching my shoulder back into place with my other arm, and it worked. So now I can still do this. So, you know.
Son of a bitch thinks he's John McClane. Just ramming into a doorway. It's like, dude, it's just like a pulled muscle. You should not try it. It's not dislocated. Stop doing that.
No, I've pulled a million muscles. I know what a pulled muscle feels like. I know it wasn't a pulled muscle. I know it wasn't popped anything. I know nothing got dislocated, and I know it wasn't a hernia, because those are all things I've done. This was a new thing that I just discovered, and I fixed it, so I never have to worry about it again. But anyway, by the time we were done, I was in not a ton of pain, but like enough pain that I knew once I stopped moving for the day, things would start to tighten up, and it would be rough. Sure enough, as the day wears on, we're getting the kids ready for bed. I'm really starting to knot up, and I'm really tired. So I lay on the bed where we're gathering around for family prayer, and my wife starts massaging my shoulders. And she's like, "You've worked really hard today. You deserve a shoulder massage." And then my daughter comes up, and she starts rubbing me on the lower back. And she's like, "You're a good dad. I'm going to help Mom give you a massage." And I'm like, this is paternal paradise right here. And then my son walks in my room, and my daughter's like, "Come help us give Dad a massage." He's like, "Okay." And so I'm laying on the bed, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he butt slams me right in the middle of my back. And he's got a bony butt. And everything just seized up like a million times worse than it was. And I couldn't move for a minute, and he's like, and I let out a noise, and then he instantly realized what he'd done, and he was very apologetic. And I'm like, "No, that was actually hilarious. I don't think I can move anymore tonight."
I swear, even if you only have 2 kids, there's still going to be one of them that has to be the asshole at all times. It doesn't make any sense. Like, come on, just join in and just be part of the family on this one. Like, if ever that's happening when, there might be a sad moment or even a funny moment or something, and the other kid comes in and just ruins it, and I don't know why. I don't know why they can't just join in. I remember certain sad moments, like as a kid, when like my mom and my brother would be sad, and I'd come in the room and I'm like, "What's going on?" They'd tell me why, and be like, I would like try and break the mood with like a joke or something, like I have to do this, not like I can't be sad with you. So I was the a-hole in those cases, which is not surprising. But even my kids, like it's like we're consoling daddy because he, that fell, or he banged his knee or something, and it hurts. So I say, oh, daddy, is that okay? Yeah, sorry. Oh, I'm gonna suddenly come over and like rub it for me. Oh, is that better? It's like, oh, like I do for him, and I'm like, oh, thank you. That's very sweet. My daughter will walk in. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm rubbing daddy's knee. He hit his knee, and she'll smack me on the back. I'm like, there. How does that feel? And I'm like, what the hell's your problem?
Toughen up, pussy.
Yeah. It's like they can't deal with the fact that like we can't all have this emotion. You guys are handling that. I'm gonna do the other things, so we're all balanced out, I guess. And yeah, I hate that. It's I don't get it. I think with one kid you'd be fine because it'd be like, oh, we're helping daddy with this. He had a rough day at work. Oh, let's give him a hug. It's like, there you go. One kid, problem solved. Get two kids, and the other one just has to come in and be Krusty the Clown. It's like, no. We're gonna be nice and sweet about this one. Like, oh, I can't do that. Or if I do that, then he has to hit you because we can't all be sweet and sad.
Whose turn is it to kick dad in the nuts? I can't keep track. My calendar's out of date. Is it my turn? Is it your turn? Yours? Okay. Poor dad. Poor dad. Okay, I've set him up for you. Yeah, spread your legs out like this so you can really get a good hug.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel for you, and that sucks. And sorry it got worse, but also you absolutely should have seen that coming. I would just jump up as soon as somebody would say like, "Oh yeah, come over here and help us massage him." I would jump up. I'm like, "Nope, I'm good. I know what he's gonna do."
You jump up and look, and he's already on the top turnbuckle, ready to elbow drop.
He's already climbed. The ref should know. It's like, no, I know what he's doing up there. Get down. Get down.
Get off the dresser.
Yep. Just one of those situations you have to learn with time. Just don't. I just don't get on the floor anymore. I know that's not your situation in this case, but I don't even get on our floor because I just know a kid or both kids are going to jump on me, and I probably won't be able to walk the rest of the day.
What you really need to do is to put this to the test. We got to do some science here. You need to get both of your kids on side. I don't know. I don't care if you bring in ice cream. I don't care if you offer them money. But you get them both to agree just to snuggle and cuddle you and comfort you in a situation when you know your wife is about to walk by. And if she sees that situation and just punts you right in the nose, you're onto something.
That would be something. It would be quite the betrayal. Then I would never feel safe in my house ever again. Where two are gathered, the third must come and kick you in the nuts. I believe that's from Thessalonians or something. I'd be willing to go ahead and posit that. That is my hypothesis. That is just true. But I don't think adults are included. If they were, then that's brain chemistry that we really, really have to fix.
Maybe,
but
maybe.
I don't think it is. I think it's just kids. Kids want to be a-holes. So you give them an excuse. And if the other one is being comforting, it's like, oh, okay. You got this one then, sis. I'm going to do this.
The universe wants to seek equilibrium. We're all moving towards room temperature. The world is always going towards room temperature. There's a room temperature emotion. You're getting love, you must also get pain. Those cancel out, and you're just at room feeling.
So what we're saying is you shouldn't have a family, because then you don't have to worry about balance. You're already balanced yourself. No. Someone comes along and tries to console you. It's like, no, I'm balanced. I'm good.
No, we do this to ourselves, too. How many times have you ever, you know what, I deserve a bunch of ice cream, and you eat it, and then you look at yourself, you're like, you're a fat piece of turd, aren't you?
I eat the ice cream. Rarely do I call myself a fat piece of turd. I would definitely, suck it in, Ghostbusters style, when I see it hanging over a little too far. I'd be like, there you go. Now I'm fine. But that's all the balancing I need. I don't need to actually work out. It's nope, just suck it in, and there you go. Walk away from the mirror, and nothing's wrong.
Live forever!
Live until Tuesday.
You know what stops cardiac arrest? Sucking in your gut and pretending you're in shape.
Like the doctor, okay, well, I got your test results back, and, everything is just off the charts, out of control, dangerous, your cholesterol, thyroid, everything. Doc, I hear you, but check this out. You just stand sideways and just suck in,
Look pretty good, don't I?
Yeah.
We're pretty sure he's having a stroke. Can't be. I'm not by a mirror. If I can't see me, I must be healthy.
They said John Cena was the doctor of thugonomics. Well, he was a doctor of other things, too. He didn't just say, you can't see me, because it was a fun catchphrase. He did it so he didn't have to go to the doctor. Leap? Too far?
Just had to get wrestling references.
I mean, it's John Cena. He transcends wrestling at this point.
Yeah. I bet people would give him a massage, though.
I would not want to massage John Cena. That's like massaging a rock. Why bother?
It'd be like massaging The Rock. Why not?
I also that again, just like that's just like a smooth stone. Like there's no massaging. Like, you would never get into like there is no deep tissue. It's just all surface level, just hard.
So I've heard people like talk about how like they could never be a masseuse because they'd have to touch, like, you imagine like, oh, I'm going to be a masseuse, and you imagine yourself massaging, you know, the beautiful people of the world. But you have to work your way up for that, I'm sure. I'm sure you start out touching uggos.
That'd be a great, like, just out of medical school, just getting your practice started. It's called touching uggos.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta pay your dues.
I'd go. I'm an uggo. Touch me.
You get to a point where your masseuse can break up with you, and you're like, well, she's put her time in. I guess she can move up the ladder and start touching people in their 30s. Good for her.
We gamify everything these days, don't we? You're just leveling up as a masseuse until you get to touch younger people. It just sounds bad. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
No, I think like that's a recruitment thing. Like if you could say like, look, yes, you're gonna have to start here, but look what you get to touch eventually.
As if you go to you can't go to school for it. I guess you get training probably. So that's part of the training.
Yeah, there's massage therapist schools. It's all over the place. Watch late night TV.
I guess I don't watch enough. I've never experienced this. I just like the thought of showing like the wrinkled old skin and being like, but if you stick with it for like 5 years, you get to touch this. It's like just slightly less wrinkled. It takes a while. It's worth it. Yes.
But we promise progress. Not every career promises eventual progress. Here's the thing, though. Like, I don't care how attractive the person I'm massaging is. Every massage I've ever gotten has been the exact same order. They go through the exact same motions. It's like the hokey pokey on your back. And that would get so boring.
I mean, sure.
I think after the 45th supermodel small of the back you've caressed, you just like, I'm done.
I would imagine every snowflake is different. Like every single person's body is going to be, person's body is going to feel like another person's body. So they all feel different. It's like, oh wow, you really feel the knot up here. Okay, I'm going to work that out for you. This is going to feel amazing. Or, you know, oh, you feel, you know, pretty soft everywhere. So.
Are you somehow sucking it in on your back?
Very well done.
No, you could do that.
You must be in great health. That's what my doctor tells me. And now my masseuse does too. Wink. Someone runs in and finds you on the masseuse table, just stomps on your nuts. Like, there you go. Balance.
That'll do it for this episode. Boy, I sure did ruin that. If you still need more, head on over to Twitter. I am at Idahobo, and Jason is at the Jason Ziegler. We also do a webcomics review podcast called Digital Strips.